Hello, Madis Bhaiya.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. Hi. Yeah.
So, Madis Bhaiya, first of all, I welcome you in our platform on the behalf of my whole team and the whole students because you are very famous in the youth, especially like youth like me who is in college and who is in school. So, I welcome you.
Thank you, Suraj. Thank you.
Okay, so Madis Bhaiya, I have a few questions for you, and we will discuss about a few questions. And this is for the this talk is for the free education movement. Uh, and we our teachers and me also we are teaching class 10th and class 12 students free of cost on the Zoom and YouTube platform,
Right.
right? So,
Right.
Bhaiya, let's start this interview. So, my first question is. Bhaiya, you are inspiring so many youngsters like me. Can you tell yourself your story from where you have started, from where you have started Elixir Foundation?
Okay, so firstly, I would like to congratulate the entire team of Prior teachers
Thank you.
who have taken up this excellent moment of providing free education to the students. Right. So as I'm aware of, around 20 students have been benefited or are in the process of having the benefit of free education. I think
Yes.
education is a very important tool in shaping up the future. So, a huge round of applause for the entire team of Prior teachers who have been taking up this initiative. And especially,
Thank you,
I
Bhaiya.
feel very much glad to see this because, it is run by young students themselves, right? So they
Yeah.
are again youth. So it is like students for students. So I think
Hmm.
I should congratulate the entire team of Prior
Thank
teachers.
you so much, Bhaiya. Thank you. So, Bhaiya, my first question is, can you tell us, our viewers, about your story from where you have started? We all know you are a great leader, you are a social worker, you are the president of Elixir Foundation. From where you have started this social work and all?
Mm-hmm. Right. So see, it all started small. So when I was a student in LD, it all started from there. I got my social inclination towards social service, and this is how I started the social movement. And then I realized, working as well, I can do bigger impact, by helping the community. So so from that very point of time, I chose that, I think I can do wonders, or I can do better if I am in this field of work. So this is how I chose, and it all started small. So like as you started, you are a student and you started this movement of priority.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I was a student then, so like there were less responsibilities, and we had a lot of freedom to think on ideas and creativity, and we had some well energetic people around us. So I think it was a real motivation for me and my like other teammates who were with me. So that gave us a sense of freedom, and this is how we came to the moment.
Yeah, yeah. So, Bhaiya, I remember when I
Your
met you
voice
first.
is your voice is a bit unclear. It's
Yeah,
echoing.
hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So, Bhaiya, you are an engineer, so you have completed your degree from Andley College of Engineering, right? So, generally in engineering students, what people think they will take placement or do some job or start their own business. So, question है आपके मन में ऐसा क्या था कि हाँ suddenly जो है हम सोशल वर्क की तरफ मूव करते हैं you started to think about social
सूरज
work.
सूरज अगर अगर आप अपना माइक्रोफोन निकाल देंगे तो आई वुड बी हियरिंग बेटर आई थिंक सो कि थोड़ा आवाज नहीं आ रहा है इफ
Yeah,
यू
yeah.
डायरेक्टली टॉक थ्रू फोन इफ यू कैन रिमूव द माइक्रोफोन्स दैट वुड ग्रेट
Just wait a second. Yeah, wait. Am I
यस
audible now?
यस दिस इज बेटर या
Yeah. So the question was कि जब भी हम engineering college में होते हैं तो so everyone think about placement, jobs, business and all, and people started preparation of some government exam. They started preparation of placement. So what about you, भैया? You have started like a social works and all. So you आपने एक बार भी ये नहीं सोचा कि हाँ उस वक्त मेरे करियर का क्या and everything इस बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं जानना चाहता हूँ.
Right. Yes. So, as you're aware of, like LD is one of the top prominent institutes for engineering in the state, right?
Yeah.
And studying in LD is itself a privilege because the top 100 students, for a particular branch get admission in LD. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
definitely it was a privilege in studying LD, and also that the environment was really good when I took the admission in LD. and it's a very powerful institution, I must say, and that teaches a lot of leadership to all its students. It is not just about engineering, or it is not just about studies, but taking leaderships. We did a lot of events and stuff. So I think it was a great idea taking admission in LD, one of the finest colleges of Gujarat in engineering. And then definitely we had a lot of placements. We have more than 100 companies who come to LD engineering to take placements and all. But I never wished that I'll also go for placements, right? Because I thought I'm made to do something different. So why just do a normal job? So I studied computer science and engineering. So I thought, rather solving the programming errors on the computer, why not solve the social errors physically when I go on the ground?
Yeah, totally.
So this really triggered a thought process in my mind, and this is how I thought, let me do something different from this engineering. So this is how I had a different shift altogether then.
And you are doing great, Bhaiya, because you are inspiration for people like me and people like youngsters like me.
I'm
Bhaiya,
really happy to see that.
there is another question. What was that one driving factor that lead you towards social works and establishing Elixir Foundation?
Okay, so as I said, as a student, I started all the social works and everything. So when I was in LD, it became a mass movement. So I was into the social services like for 3-4 years, like when I was in LD, and that led me to have the honor of the IG award by the honorable president of the country.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that particular honor came with a very big responsibility to me, and I thought that how do I converge my potentials to pay gratitude to the honor. So I realized, like me, there are other young people in the country who are also awarded by the president. So I talked to them that let's come and create a unique platform where we all of us can come together and do what we are doing right now. Right. So this is how
Yeah.
we created a common platform that is called Elixir. Elixir means something like in Hindi it is called Amrit, in Sanskrit it is called Amrit. So that gives life to someone. So this is how the entire idea or the concept came to me, and this is how in 2015 we founded the organization called Elixir. Yeah.
Great. And currently, how many members are there in Elixir Foundation?
Sorry.
How many people have associated with Elixir Foundation currently? How many youngsters?
So see, right now, talking about the foundation, we have around 5,000 young people who are engaged with Elixir across the country, and even abroad now we are having a good following. And then like we have been successful in influencing the life of around 10,000 plus young people through the organization. So this is what we have been
Great,
doing.
great, great. And I think just 2 years or 2 or 3 years have like time passed. जो 2 या 3 साल हुए भैया इसको start हुए. I think Elixir Foundation को.
Sorry.
I think 3 या 4 साल हुए Elixir Foundation को start हुए, right?
Yes, it is 4.5 years. Being specific, it was founded on 11th of September 2015. So in this September, it will be 5 years. So we'll be celebrating 5 years of the foundation.
And is there भैया any procedure? Is there any procedure like young people who wants to join Elixir Foundation and who wants to contribute social work with Elixir Foundation? Can you tell our viewers?
Yeah, so it's very simple and easy. They can go to our website, that is elixirindia.org, and they can enroll themselves if they want to be a part of the organization.
Okay. So Bhaiya, let's talk about students and some social responsibility. According to you, how much importance of social responsibility for the college and school level students, and teacher को कैसे पढ़ाना चाहिए basically उन्हें social responsibilities के बारे में?
See, basically, schools and colleges are the places where the students get their primary and skillful education. So I think, and the young people or the adolescents spend the most of the time in this institution. So I think, see, fundamentally, the Constitution of India says that every citizen has some fundamental duties towards the nation. Okay, so it is by Constitution says. But I think somebody who can preach it well, because teachers have a very good influence in the students. And
Yeah.
when you are together in a student community, if one student initiates, then other students are also influenced and motivated to do so. So I think yes, it should be taught right from the school and institutional levels. So I think it will have a better and a long-lasting impact in their life.
And
Because
any
right from
yeah.
the nursery, when a student is taught A for apple, then even if he's 70 years old, if you ask him A for what, then he will always say apple. You know,
Yeah.
A for astronaut, or you
Mm-hmm.
know, we have many things in the name of A, but you know, he will always remember apple, because you know the
Apple.
initial foundations were like this. So I think
Mm-hmm.
schools and institutions are very great place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Bhaiya, I know you also as a teacher. I remember that you are a teacher of physics, right? Please
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. So, how was your teaching experience when you were teaching in schools and about with the students and all?
Right. So see, when I got into my first year of college, I thought, you know, like I realized that, you know, I missed a lot of things in my school education, or you know,
Mm-hmm.
I did not get a chance to do this. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought, you know, why not I go back to my school, and you know, I can try something with the students. I can try experimenting something with the students. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what motivated me from the very first year of my institution, and then I joined the school. I started working with school students. So
Mm-hmm.
and you know, then it was like more like, you know, I had a technical background experience. I have the experience of managing events, or you know, bigger festivals. So why not
Mm-hmm.
introduce all these things to school and let the schooling
True.
experience be different?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So भैया, is there any one incident or any one like ऐसा कोई चीज जो आपको याद दिलाता हो कि you are doing perfectly in your life, जो भी आपने choose किया है that is absolutely perfect and your purpose of life is going on, मतलब आपका जो purpose है life का वो अच्छे से आपको मिल रहा है.
See, as such, nobody is perfect in life that we know. But you know,
हम्म.
I have always believed that we never
ऐसा
know.
कोई.
You know, see, so I always believe in discovering more of me within myself. So you know,
हम्म.
I might have some hidden personalities in me, but I'm not aware of. So it is
हम्म.
always good to have multiple introspections in yourself and try to discover more within yourself. So I
हम्म.
keep experimenting things on me. I try to do different things. I keep doing different things, and this is how I learn. And then what I've learned, I share my experiences to others. I
हम्म.
do not teach, but I share my experiences. So
That
this
is
is how
very
I learn.
important. Yeah.
Yes.
And भैया, is there any incident which you want to share with viewers कि जो आपको लगा हो कि हाँ this is the incident जिसने मेरी life change करी हो या फिर something else, ऐसा कुछ? Is there
See,
any incident?
I don't want to be very specific, but every day the life changes, you know, and every moment the life changes. So
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
wait for one particular moment that will come and change your life. Live
Mm-hmm.
live your life that way, that every moment your life is changing, because time is not constant, that you very well know. So everything is changing, right? And how do we accommodate that change? That is more important.
Yeah, totally agree. So that means मतलब जितना भी आप अगर let's suppose भैया anyone start to teaching as a teacher, right? So आपकी तरफ से any message for the teacher कि ये specific कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपको ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए.
Mhm. Okay. Um, Let us take a very simple example that, you
Yeah.
know, for example, you order something online. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, for example, you order a food online. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the food can be delivered in different ways. You know, it comes in
Mm-hmm.
a normal box, it comes in a
Yeah.
fancy box. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
there is a leak, the food is spilled out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the modes or the mediums, or you know, the outer box of the delivery is different, it gives you different experiences. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
there is a leakage you won't like, and then you register a complaint to Swiggy or Zomato, right?
Yeah.
So always we have to understand from the customer's perspective
Mm-hmm.
when we are
Mm-hmm.
talking about the food delivery app. So
Mm-hmm.
similarly, when we talk about education in class, we have to look from students' perspective. You know what they
Mm-hmm.
want. See, because you know, it cannot be serious education all the time. There has to be
Mm-hmm.
some fun with the education that needs to go. Even
Yeah.
the research in Harvard states that you know, if there is fun added to the content of delivery,
Mm-hmm.
then the 30% grasping power is increased. So how do
Mm-hmm.
you make education fun? You know, how do you make learning fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this should be there. Also, along with that, what I think is, you know, like, for example, if you're sending a mailbox, then if you don't if you don't spend if you don't send spoons or forks, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
eating experience will be different. Though the
Yeah.
food is very tasty, but if the person
Mm-hmm.
does not have a spoon or fork to have the food, the eating
Mm-hmm.
experience will be different. So
Yeah.
similarly, when we are serving education, along with that, it is also very important for the educators to serve
Mm-hmm.
morals and ethics in the school children, because it
Totally
is the
agree.
right time where you can educate the future,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because
Mm-hmm.
these students are going to be the
Future of
future
India.
youth of this country. So I
Yeah.
think how we can equally serve morals, ethics, and the values of doing right in their lives. I think
Mm-hmm.
yes, that is what I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Bhaiya, basically our tagline is every teacher should be a leader. So according to you, leadership quality, how much importance in a teacher?
So for a teacher to be a leader, you know,
Mm-hmm.
now we have to understand what a teacher has to do, right? So
Mm-hmm.
ideally, we believe a teacher goes to a class, teaches, and come back. No,
Mm-hmm.
right? The real
Yeah.
leader is one who inspires each and every student in the class to be a leader,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So, for example, a teacher appoints a monitor in the class.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
indirectly, the teacher is appointing a leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teaching the right do's and don'ts, you know, equally standing out loud in the class, you know,
Mm-hmm.
delivering the content in a very perfect way, you know, very
Mm-hmm.
confidently. These all things
Mm-hmm.
are observed by the students in the class, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Totally
I
agree.
think this makes the way the teacher looks, the way the
Mm-hmm.
teacher presents. I think these
Mm-hmm.
qualities are somehow inherited by the students, and this is
Mm-hmm.
how it is being reflected in them in in the future life. So
Totally
I
agree.
think it is a very complicated topic to address, but there are too many
Mm-hmm.
factors which needs to be worked on.
Mm-hmm. Bhaiya, my next question is like you have continuously watching us in free education movement, personally me and our team. So is there any suggestions for our team regarding this free education movement? Any suggestion for us?
Hmm. So this free education movement should be a movement that is moving very freely. So I think more and more students, this is just 20 students. So I think if more and more students are benefited, you know, who do
Yeah.
not have access to education, I think it is a very generous job you guys are doing, right?
Hmm.
So I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We are just going to start after trio talk. After this trio talk event, we are just going to start a campaign in which we will request to the students and so like everyone that please tell us and make a video about one change in education which is strongly needed. So our all speakers have talked about this. Even Sanjay Rawal sir and Geetika ma'am have also told us about it. So according to you, one strongly needed change in education. One change in education, according to you.
So let us not always talk about the changes we need to bring, but let us talk about what value addition we can bring to the system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
we can have more value based education learning that has more
Mm-hmm.
experiential learning, where where the children gets hands on experience. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
for example, if they are learning a certain law of motion, then they should get
Mm-hmm.
a practical experience of how to do that. You know, so that is
Mm-hmm.
called experiential way of learning. So you know they can learn from the practical experiences. So I think
Mm-hmm.
when we start doing this, because it is also the need of our when the entire country is talking about make in India or
Mm-hmm.
skill India, we should have
Yeah.
the right skills at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
teaching them experiential learning from the early school, I think that will
Mm-hmm.
develop more curiosity. And still in our
Mm-hmm.
country, we lack the mood of doing research. So I
Exactly.
think when they start doing practical concepts at a very early age, they can develop that
Mm-hmm.
flavor of research in them. So I think
Yeah.
yes, we can add up to that.
Sure. Bhaiya, in this current situation, we are talking about let's ban China. This is something different question, but I thought let me ask you, like how is it possible to totally boycott China's product? Because you know, even I'm the phone which I'm taking your interview. This is also this phone is also belongs to China, right? So how is it How much is it possible to totally boycott China according to you?
See, one thing, like what I believe everyone has to believe, that
Hmm.
see, we are one race, that is human race, and the world is our family.
Yeah.
Okay, it is we the humans who have created the borders and separated and developed countries, and now we need visas and everything. But when the
Hmm.
humans, initial humans were migrating, there were no such borders. You know,
Yeah.
even now we have built our homes. We have separated from our neighbors. We say that they are our
Hmm.
neighbors, but we have created walls between the houses. So I
Hmm.
think it is not just for a country like India, China, or any other countries. We have to
Hmm.
think it in a very global way. See,
Hmm.
you know, so I think it is a very global problem. I think a change in mindset is very much needed. We need to start somewhere from the scratch or fresh.
Hmm.
And yes, let us together live in harmony and peace, right? Okay.
Yeah. You were talking about how basically I have asked a question about boycotting Chinese project, and you were saying like we should live in a peace and harmony like a globe. So, can you please continue on it?
Okay. So see, as I said, like we should see right now the world is a global village. We have reduced the distances by travel and everything. And see,
Yeah.
we may always need each other for the prosperity, and we can share our experiences. As I said, when a teacher shares his or her experiences in a classroom, it is so
Hmm.
important for the students to learn from it, right? So same
Yeah.
is we can also learn from different countries based on geographies or ethnicity. So I think it is equally,
Hmm.
it should be a fair trade with harmony and peace in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the same
So, but
time,
yeah, that is the,
all the countries should respect each other. So that is very
yeah,
important.
totally agree. Totally agree with you. So, Bhaiya, that is the last question for you, and that is your last message for the our students and for the students who will listen this interview after completion of this interview.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So last message to all the students: May you climb from peak to peak.
Hmm. Okay. Great, great, great. Okay, so Bhaiya, thank you so much to join us, and thank you so much. You are continuously inspiring us, and please continue this. And we like people like me are always with you. Thank you so much, Bhaiya, to join
Yeah.
us.
Thank you so much, Suraj, and the entire team of Priority Teachers for hosting me. Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
God
you.
bless you all. Bye.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Bye.